Close your eyes for a second. Think of the most ridiculous, impossible thing you can imagine. Go ahead. A squirrel piloting a fighter jet? A mountain made of warm chocolate? Great. Now, what if I told you that simple, silly act of imagining isn't just a distraction? What if I told you it's the single most powerful tool you have for changing reality? Today, we're going beyond limits to explore the true, mind-bending power of your imagination. Forget science fiction for a moment. Let's talk about a real what-if scenario. What if our ability to imagine wasn't just limited to daydreaming, but was in a very real scientific sense, the engine of human progress? I'm not talking about wishing things into existence. I'm talking about how every invention, every artistic masterpiece, every scientific theory, from the wheel to the iPhone to the theory of relativity, had to exist perfectly in someone's head before it could exist in the world. Think about it, the plane you fly in? That was just a drawing, a wild idea, a what-if in the minds of the Wright brothers. The internet we're using right now, a complex, invisible network that started as a concept, a dream of universal connection. We often treat imagination like a mental sandbox, a fun place to visit when we're bored, but what if we started treating it like a mental laboratory? A place where the laws of physics and economics are just suggestions? Here's where the science gets really cool. Your imagination isn't just fluffy stuff. It's a rigorous, intense workout for your brain. When you imagine something, say, learning a new piano piece, your brain doesn't just casually stroll around. It kicks into a state called mental simulation. Step 1. The prefrontal cortex gym. When you picture that squirrel in a fighter jet, your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning and complex thought, is busy. It's taking pieces of real knowledge, squirrels, fighter jets, and combining them in novel, impossible ways. This process is called divergent thinking, and it's the key to problem solving. It literally makes your brain better at finding creative solutions to real problems. Step 2. Training without doing. Athletes do this all the time. They sit quietly and mentally rehearse their performance. Studies show that mentally simulating a physical task, like shooting a free throw, can lead to almost the same gains in skill as actually practicing. Your brain can't totally tell the difference between vividly imagining something and doing it. This is why imagination is the ultimate practice tool for everything from giving a speech to nailing a job interview. You're building the neural pathways before you even step onto the stage. Step 3. Empathies. Secret ingredient. Try to imagine how someone else feels right now. Maybe they're frustrated, or maybe they're ecstatic. That act of stepping into their shoes? That's pure imagination. This ability to mentally simulate another person's state is the foundation of empathy. It's how we build communities, resolve conflicts, and generally avoid being total jerks to each other. Imagination makes us better humans. Okay, so imagination helps you individually. But here is the big reveal. The shocking result of this what-if scenario. Imagination is the only truly infinite economic resource. We run out of oil. We run out of clean water. We worry about running out of money, time, and talent. But you cannot scientifically run out of imagination. Every single idea you come up with doesn't take away from the pool of ideas left for everyone else. In fact, it often adds to it. Imagine a world where everyone is encouraged to play in that mental laboratory. A young coder imagines a new algorithm that uses less energy. That saves the planet. Doctor imagines a new surgical tool that fixes a complex problem with less pain. That saves lives. Artist imagines a new story that fundamentally changes how 1,000,000 people view the world. That changes culture. The true power of imagination isn't that it lets us escape reality. It's that it gives us the blueprints to change reality. Every single thing around you right now, the screen, the chair, the room, is a crystallized idea, a relic of someone else's imagination. The limits of human achievement aren't set by our physical resources or even our time. They are set by the limits of what we are willing to imagine. When we stop imagining, we stop innovating. We stop evolving. We become stuck in the status quo. The difference between the world we have and the world we want is just one creative idea away. So, what's the takeaway here? Don't dismiss your daydreams. The next time you find yourself zoning out, realize that you're not wasting time. You're performing a crucial mental exercise. You're firing up the world's most powerful simulator, testing out impossible scenarios, so you can solve the possible ones. Treat your imagination like a muscle. Exercise it daily. Ask yourself absurd what-if questions, because those questions are the friction that creates the spark of genius. The true power of imagination is the ability to see things not just as they are, but as they could be. And that, my friends, is how you build the future. I want to hear from you. What is the craziest, most impossible thing you can imagine right now? Drop it in the comments below. Let's see what kind of collective future we can start dreaming up. If this exploration into the mind-bending, reality-shaping power of imagination blew your mind even a little bit, hit that like button. It helps us keep creating these wild what-if scenarios. And if you want more science, curiosity, and mind-expanding fun, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. Until next time, keep imagining the impossible. You never know what you might invent.